All right, so we have now labeled everything. We have 0 unlabeled, we have 35 labeled, and we have 35 total images. What you will want to do is really go through each one and see, okay, real quick, at least quickly, do a high level overview, making sure you didn't label anything incorrectly. If you label something incorrectly, it will mess up your results. By how much? It really varies on kind of what you messed up on. See, I like to just do a high level look because going through each one is kind of a tedious process. So let's go ahead and train. Now we can see in our label stats, for some reason, it's not showing them. Google, this is where AutoML gets a little funny. It doesn't always work, it seems like. You know, you go, hey, show me my stats. No good, but in training, it works fine. So this is what we're going to do. We got our option here. If you wanted to change these up, you wanted to put in a few more in the validation or in the testing, you can export your data and you'll get a CSV. You can then re-upload that CSV to Google to change everything. We're going to go ahead and start training. So what I like to do is I like to put license plate, like what it is, and then this one will be used for Edge because I want it to be used on in TensorFlow. Cloud hosted are much higher predictions. Like it's just a different game, different beast. If you really need to know, is this gonna work? Or like if you really need to know what it is, use the cloud hosted version. It is superiorly more accurate. The Edge is what we're going to use for the Raspberry Pi and TensorFlow JS and things like that. So coming here, we optimize the model. Do you really want to know what it is? Do you want the best trade-off? Do you want faster predictions? When I go to the Raspberry Pi, really, realistically, best trade-off is to me is the best. So I'm going to go with that. If I am running things in the browser and using that as my kind of just my chugging along engine, I'll use the higher accuracy because I can go with a little bit more latency. On the Raspberry Pi, I found it's better to use the faster predictions, increasing the frame rate, but giving a way big hit to my accuracy. So we'll continue. Setting your node budget. It says using 24, but look it. I mean, realistically, it shows here 1,000 for 2. I don't have over 1,000 images, so why is this? They're not very good. Now, if you do use 24 hours, it won't use it all. It'll only use as much as it can until it stops seeing an increase in performance. So it's not going to use 24 just because you put 24. It's going to use up to 24 if it needs it. Because the way these AutoML, the way this guy is creating your model is it's looking through a bunch of other algorithms to determine which version fits your model best and your data the best. So I'm personally going to go, whoa, not do that. I'm going to just go ahead and put it for 4 hours, 4 node hours. And let's train it. And then bam, training is underway. So just wait until you get an email saying it's all done.